Third time of trying. Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Today I'm reviewing Butcombe's Haka New Zealand Pale Ale. And I've already poured it because there's a bloody wasp in it and it's flying around. I had to swat it in the end and it's gone. So, golden pour, good lacing around the edge, white head. I hate wasps. So, from Untapped, it says a Haka Butcombe Brewing Company, light golden colour, packed full of fruity New Zealand hops, including Nelson Sauvin. Aromas of tropical fruits give way to a unique grapefruit sharpness in the taste. I'm not sure whether I got this at one stage from lowcostbeer.com. If anybody from Low Cost Beer is watching, did you have this? Please let me know, because I like to remember where I got them from. I feel sure it was. I know I've had one New Zealand beer from them, Cassell's. Oh, straight away, that grapefruit's there on the nose. Yeah, tropical nose, even though I've got a bit of a runny nose. Oh, the taste is where it's out there. That is nice. It's really, really refreshing. 4.5%. I don't know if I already said that. I've said it 3 times now if I have. Look at that, lovely. A friend of mine, Keith, was going to be going to a wedding in New Zealand this year in May. And obviously coronavirus happened, the wedding got cancelled, I think, and you know, sadly he's had to put his thing back, put his journey back. I mean, going to New Zealand, it's a lifetime experience. There's some countries in the world we would all love to go to, and it's, you know, possibly because of the cost, it's a once in a lifetime thing, and the travelling as well. And you know, for me, I'd love to go to New Zealand. I think there are many places on earth you'd love to live, and I would love to live in Orlando. Certainly not the city, nowhere near the bloody city. The city's rough as hell. But some of them downtown areas, if you think your downtown area, say in like Nottingham, ours is St Anne's, Meadows and that, and Radford, if you think some of that's rough, you have no idea how rough it can be. But yeah, some of the touristy areas aren't so bad because the police are there keeping an eye on things. Oh, that was a fly this time. And you know, I would love to live there. Canada, you know, Canada, it seems to be a nice place to live. I would say somewhere like the top of Scotland, out the way from it all, on some of these islands where, you know, you grow your own. And you know, you cut off from, as long as you've got internet, you need internet obviously, but you cut off from a lot of the world, and sometimes the world is an ugly place. You only have to look at some of the downtown areas in a lot of cities, you know, and people don't get reputations without merit. And you know, areas of Nottingham have got bad reputations because the youths that are there are doing things like all walking around with knives, hoods up, and whether it's just to be fashionable or to fit in, I don't know. And then they grow up from that and turn into adults and then men, and then they keep going, they're away from that life. But certainly teenagers, some teenagers are the worst for themselves. You know, as a 12-year-old, I got a shock and stopped all that rubbish. But some people, well, some people never grow up. I've got a family member in her 40s and does drink, drugs. Never will grow up. Will always be bad. We'll blame it on our upbringing. And you know, you can only blame so much on your upbringing. If you had a really bad childhood, You know, yes, you've had a bad childhood, but the person you are, you're an adult yourself, make your own decisions. You know, in your childhood you have to suffer bad adults, bad parents. But when you get to a certain age, then it's time for you to think, for you to be the better person, for you to go out there, get yourself a job, get away from that environment, make a better environment. And a lot of people, too much blame. Yes, you know, some things are ingrained in you and you can't get it out of your system, but you can if you really, really think about it. You know, I had a very, very bad childhood. Seen a lot of very bad things, you know. And I had to call the police many times on people coming to the door, smashing the door in. My mum and dad, mum and boyfriends and that. And, you know, in that way, in my adult life, I have never got into a fight with anyone. I walk away from all sorts of violence. Don't go near it. But the one day somebody threatens my family is that one day when, you know, the real, you know, that red mist comes out and you deal with people. Hopefully that day will never come, because I don't want to be in jail because of some idiot causing me to react. I've had it before once where someone threatened both my wife and my children, and that's something you don't do. And this person rang me up. I'm not going to go into details because Nottingham's a small city, it can get around. But this person threatened both my wife and family. And I took the phone over, and I'd gone from being a very, very, you know, took the phone over, and they're saying it, and then I went red, you know, and even my wife says, I've never seen that in you, you know, but that's not the person I am. But obviously, when you're pushed into a situation, and someone's threatening you, you know, I mean, I've seen people lose their temper over nothing, and absolutely nothing, and you think to yourself, why? You know, but what? You know, there's issues obviously in your life, and but if someone's threatening your life, it's understandable. But anyway, back to the beer. So yeah, New Zealand. Oh, I'd love to go there. I'm sure most of us have watched Lord of the Rings, and you know, if there's something about films which make the world amazing, is that through books and films, through books they make films, through films they make experiences, through books and films they make theme park rides. Look at Harry Potter. I mean, fucking hell. Why us in Britain? Harry Potter's about Britain. It's about England. Why the hell have we not got our own Harry Potter theme park? Or Wizarding World? We've got the studio tour, and that is amazing. Butterbeer, and why isn't there an alcoholic butterbeer? I mean, it's alright serving that stuff that's non-alcoholic, but you know, somebody like me wants some alcoholic butterscotch beer. Oh. Although Lincoln Green do Lincoln Green Brewing Company, these fellas do a buttermutch, which is a butterscotch beer, dark beer. Not quite the same as Harry Potter, but very similar. But anyway, back to this beer. So the grapefruit taste really does come nice. It's got a really nice, sharp taste to it. It's lovely. Just a pity I can't remember where I got it from. It's either going to be somewhere like Morrison's or it's going to be low cost beer. Lots of flavours swirling around. It's a very interesting beer. And you know, with complexities in beers, for me it's usually the dark beers that've got the complexities. You know, like your Christmas pudding stouts and them sort of things. Lots of stuff going on. But this fella, it's a really interesting beer. And whether it's because I've already had a cider that's 7% and it's opened the floodgates, you know, it's like got me all pissed. And, or, you know, I don't know. But it's certainly an interesting beer. So yesterday I went to one of these Facebook local groups, and I thought, well, let's put the fact that I do beer reviews, Nottingham, and beer reviews of Nottingham products, because let's be fair, people in Nottingham should be supporting their local breweries. And I thought, well, why not? One, if it gets the breweries more more people knowing about the breweries, because let's be fair, I myself didn't know about half the breweries in Nottingham, and calling me bad for that, being a beer reviewer and not even knowing about the breweries in Nottingham. I mean, when I've done some Robin Hood Beer Festival where I've gone through the beers available, I'm like, I've never even heard of these breweries. I mean, 200 yards away from me, from where I live, there's, although it's not actually the place where they do the brewing, but there's a cider maker 200 yards away from me, and you know, I could have passed that person in the street, and lady and man, and not known who they are. I mean, I'd love to go round to their house and have a beer with them, but just to talk about the brewing process, how they do it, and that. Or maybe even go round and gift them a load of free apples. I may do that. Knock on the door and say, I know you, and do it. And if they make cider from my apples, now that would be something interesting. Raggy's cider. Now there's an idea. In any case, it's been a good chat. I've enjoyed it. Golden pour, whitehead, subtle tropical aroma, but a grapefruit taste all the way through. Lovely beer, thoroughly enjoyed it. Went down a treat. I have nothing, and there was complexities in there that I couldn't pick out, you know, although I'm feeling half tanked as it is. But yeah, really nice beer. Did I get it from Morrison's? Did I get it from Low Cost Beer? I don't know. I need to tag them both in and say, where did I get this from? But anyway, out of 5 for me. It's only 4.5%, and it might be because I've already had the stronger cider, and I'm already feeling a bit more. But the taste, nice aroma, fantastic taste. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Enjoyed talking about New Zealand as well, and other things. Out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. A little bit of a barnstormer. It's been there a while. In fact, when's the date on it? Because that'll tell me if it's well out of date. No chuffing date on it. No, can't see a date. Sometimes these printed dates are swine to find. Now I can't even see bugger all. Don't even know where the lid's gone now. Oh well, never mind. So, as always, thanks everyone for subscribing, commenting, and that was a lovely beer. If you see it, get yourself a bottle. You may have to go to Butcombe Brewing themselves, but yeah, that was lovely. And it's out of a bottle as well, and you don't get many of them type of beers in a bottle. And a taste of New Zealand as well. Oh, Keith, if you're watching this, I know you like the New Zealand stuff, that was bloody lovely. Sorry you didn't share it. Cheers.